Our top story tonight on Gravitas focuses on how the Russia-Ukraine war has reached a crucial juncture. Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed revenge against the Ukrainian forces after the Kazan attack. But what will that revenge look like? How will Putin respond? Will the North Korean troops lead Moscow's revenge attacks? Here's why that question is being asked. Thousands of North Korean troops are already stationed in Russia, and now South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff, or the JCS, believes that Pyongyang is planning to send additional military support to Russia. In fact, the JCS said that it has detected signs of North Korea preparing to send more troops and weapons, including suicide drones, after North Korean leader Kim Jong-un guided a test last month. In fact, a JCS official reportedly said suicide drones are one of the tasks that Kim Jong-un has focused on, adding that the North had expressed its intention to give them to Russia. This is extremely significant and has far-reaching implications. According to Seoul, Washington and Kiev, there are roughly 12,000 North Korean soldiers in Russia. According to the JCS, at least 1,100 of them were killed or injured, in line with the South Korean spy agency's briefing from last week, which stated that there were about 100 fatalities and 1,000 injuries in the Kursk region. The thing is, in the full-scale conflict with Ukraine, North Korea has been Russia's crucial ally, from supplying troops in addition to artillery munitions and ballistic missiles. In fact, in June, the two countries inked a defense treaty that said either state to render military aid to the other in the event of an attack. The news of North Korea preparing to send more troops to Russia comes with the Kazan attack in the backdrop. The attack on the Russian city on Saturday evoked a chilling resemblance to the 9/11 attacks in the United States. Eyewitness footage showed the moment of purported Ukrainian drones hitting a residential building. 6 Ukrainian drones reportedly hit residential buildings in Kazan, and a 7th struck an industrial facility. Videos on Russian social media showed drones hitting a high-rise glass building and setting off fireballs. No injuries were reported, but the media reports indicated that 3 people suffered cuts from shattered window glass. The attack on Kazan, about 800 kilometers east of Moscow, came a day after Russian strikes on the Ukrainian capital Kiev killed 1 person and injured 13, and after 5 were killed by a Ukrainian attack on the Russian border region of Kursk. And following the attack, the Russian president has issued a new warning. During a televised government meeting, Putin said whoever and however much they try to destroy, they will face many times more destruction themselves and will regret what they are trying to do in our country, quote unquote. The strike on Kazan was the latest in a series of escalating aerial attacks in the nearly 3-year conflict. Earlier, Putin had threatened to target the center of Kiev with a hypersonic ballistic missile in response to Ukrainian attacks on Russian territory. Putin's ultimatum coincides with Russia's assertion of fresh military victories in eastern Ukraine. On Telegram, the Ministry of Defense said that its forces had liberated the Ukrainian town of Krasnoye, also known as Sontsivka, and the village of Lozova in the northeastern Kharkiv region. Russia is accelerating its advances across eastern Ukraine in recent months and is looking to secure as much territory, especially at a time when U.S. President-elect Donald Trump will come in power in January. Just weeks to go for that. Trump, remember, has promised to bring an end to the 3-year-long war. And even before taking office, he has, it seems, started laying the groundwork for a possible ceasefire. On Sunday, Trump claimed that Putin had expressed a desire to meet with him as soon as possible to discuss the war in Ukraine. However, the Kremlin spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, has denied any such claims. Responding to a question on the possibility of any meeting, he said, so far, there have been no real impulses. Remember, last week itself, during an annual press conference, Putin stated he was ready for potential talks with Trump. The president-elect also recently said Ukraine will possibly receive less military aid once he takes office, and that statement carries far-reaching implications for Ukraine. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.